I think it's so important in whatever you do to love what you do, not something that's breaking the law. Hi, I'm Karla Martínez de Salas, and I'm on set today for Argent Work Friends. I'm the head of content for Vogue Mexico and Latin America, which means I oversee editorial content for digital, print, video, and all social channels for the magazine.
Karla, what was your earliest career ambition, and how is it different from what you're doing today?
When I was younger, I thought I wanted to be a lawyer, and I was always talking, and I've always been very inquisitive. I remember in high school really beginning to discover fashion. I grew up in El Paso, which is not considered really a fashion capital by any means. I had no idea what working in fashion meant. I thought that working in fashion was either working at a store or being a fashion designer. I didn't realize there was a whole world that was not at all what was going on in El Paso at the moment.
When was the first time you remember being proud of your work?
I remember the first time I went on set when I was an intern at W. I remember just feeling really proud of looking at the final product when it came out in print and saying, I helped, make the stylist feel good by doing this. I think very few people realize how much it takes and how many people are involved behind one image.
What is your favorite piece of work advice?
I always think of my dad after, he moved to the US to do his residency after medical school. And he would always say, have your dinner and then have your dessert. What he meant by that was work really hard. And then, once you do the hard work, the reward will come.
What is one risky thing that everyone should try at some point in their career?
I think taking yourself out of your comfort zone of what people expect you to do or want you to do. I remember when I first started at the magazine, my boss at the time said to me, we like to put American, European models on the cover. In 2019, we had seen a screener of the Roma movie by Alfonso Cuarón, and they offered this Yalitza Aparicio on the cover to be on our cover. She was really not even relatively unknown. She was completely unknown. To have her be the first Indigenous woman on the cover of the magazine was very important to me as someone that grew up not really seeing Mexican women on the cover of Mexican magazines or American magazines. And my boss at the time said to me, do you have a plan B? And I said, no, there's no plan B. This is what we're doing. I knew it was important, but I didn't know how important it was going to be for the industry.
How would you describe your own work friends?
Some of the women that I met in New York that recommended me for jobs that, I recommended to different jobs, they're still very much a part of my network. I've connected them with others. They've connected me with other people, and we've kind of formed this tight bond.
How would you describe your personal approach to workwear?
I do think of it as more structured, kind of more dressed up, formal, but in a cool way.
Uniform dresser or trying new things?
I wish I was a uniform dresser, but I'm not. I feel like I'm always trying new things. It would save me a lot of money if I did wear a uniform.
Fully suited or mixed separates?
I do like the feeling of being fully suited, but I do a lot of mixed separates, to be honest.
Pitch or be pitched?
Pitch. No, be pitched.
Organized desk or kind of a mess?
Kind of a mess.
Inbox 0 or inbox chaos?
I would say inbox about 50, but then once a day, I'll go through that 50 and just clean it all up.
Mondays or Fridays?
I mean, I think we all love a Friday, but I do like that feeling on Monday morning where you're like, okay, ready to get back into it.
What do you write when you sign off on an email?
If it's more formal, I would say best Karla. And then if it's a little bit more informal, or if the person I'm writing that's, I've known forever or I really like, I'll do ex Karla.